Iain's angling life, like many of us, started on the rivers and canals, along with the park lakes and day tickets around his hometown of Stoke. His introduction to the industry came about in 2003 through Armaled, where he learnt about the angling trade as a rep. With his drive and determination to establish himself as an all-rounder, he also turned his hand to writing for the likes of Angling Times and UK Carp magazine. Now firmly established, Iain, fondly known as Ting Tong, featured in productions of Thinking Tackle with Danny Fairbryce and became a real personality, working with all the major brands including Nash, Tracker and Shimano. Now part of the Celebrity A-Team, Iain's angling went from strength to strength, capturing some of the UK's finest carp including the Turtle from the Essex Manor and Captain Jack from Hom Fen. And in early 2019, his life was to change. Iain was diagnosed with bowel cancer, but with the support of his family, friends and loved ones, Iain would continue his professional life within the angling community. But sadly, in August 2021, Iain lost his courageous battle. The angling world lost one of its most lovable characters, but support still continues for the wonderful nurses and support staff of the DougieMac Hospice, where Iain took great comfort in his final weeks. A worthy cause to raise funds and awareness for, hence this video. Ting Tong, your memory will always be an everlasting light. An impressive turnout for an equally impressive cause, with angling stars from all generations supporting and paying their respects to the man himself, Iain Macmillan, or otherwise known as Ting Tong. There's a jovial mood in the air, and this really isn't a time to be sad. It's a time to celebrate life, Tong's life, and remember the things that he loved the most, like going fishing. And so the lads ready themselves for what can only be described as a most memorable weekend. Let's get on with the draw, hey?
Keep hold your ball so we know who's going to swim first.
Each pair consists of a star and a partner, and although this isn't a competition, there's always a little competitiveness amongst anglers.
Yeah. We can all bring your balls back, please.
By the looks of it, the majority of the anglers who know this water have already chosen their top 3 pegs, but with Les's magical ball handling skills, who knows what the draw will bring. Right, let's go and check out the venue. This is the Manor Farm Lake on the awesome linear Fisheries complex. This mature 14-acre lake has 19 swims and contains around 700 carp, 40 different 30s and 4 over the magical 40 mark. Along with the carp, there are tench, pike, catfish and rudd to keep anglers busy. We've got the whole lake to ourselves this weekend, which I'm sure the lads will capitalise on. I know Manor Farm held some good memories for Iain. I'm sure he'll be looking down on us all, laughing at our setups.
You happy with your draw?
I'm very well, sort of. Well, we're just here for the fun.
Yeah.
Try and catch a few fish, and just enjoy ourselves and celebrate old Tomster.
Yeah. Cool.
Looking forward to it. Get the rods out.
Is that your alarm for catching fish? Is it?
That's my alarm for I should be watching fish. Time to wake up.
So have you preparing?
Oh yeah. Preparing for the onslaught of tench.
You happy with your draw?
Yeah, well happy. I'm best tench angler here.
Guys, you happy with your swim choice?
Absolutely, we got number 2, eh?
He's gonna frame this ball apparently.
Yeah.
Size,
That's going in my little memorabilia box.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we've been notoriously bad in draws in the past, so thanks up for it.
So guys, you happy with your swim?
Yeah, good as gold.
Yeah.
Peg 3, that'll do us. I know the wrap's out of here, so hopefully we'll find something.
Are we on?
Yeah.
When Rob walked back from the draw bag with a ball in his hand, like that, I thought, no, really? Bing, number 3. Yeah, this would have. Well, this was in my top 3, so we got one of our top 3.
Are you guys happy with your swim?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We are, mate.
Yeah.
We are. I reckon there could be a chance out here next couple of days. Catching them, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone settles in and readies themselves for the action, or the potential action anyway. And it's not long before we have our first shout, as I head over to Iain and Rob in peg 14. That was quick. A bite within the first hour of landing. That's good work, lads. Yeah, okay, it's not a carp, but it's a fish. And a decent tench at that. At least you're off the mark, eh?
Fish for carp, mate. What angle should bring it back? Rob.
And to coin a phrase, and away.
Angry.
Sorry. Cool. At least I can get back to setting up my base camp again. I've got a lot of things to... Oh goodness, maybe not. Yeah, I've got a feeling that I'm going to be a busy boy this weekend. Oh well. Well, we're back at peg 14 again, and this time it's Iain, with what looks to be a decent fish. So with a little jiggery pokery and a solid battle, the man lands the first Manor carp of the session.
Come on!
It's a proper one.
Okay, now you can relax, mate. Maybe not that much.
Weekend is
I've got a tripod if we want one later.
I would say 32 like 6.
32 with 6. Oh, Simon, eh?
I'll give you 33.
It's classic George, isn't it? That side's pretty good as well.
Well, the job. It's amazing sight, isn't it? Both sides, mate. Look at that. And there we are. Ting Tong. God bless you. This is for you, my friend. Love you millions.
So just as I'm about to film the release of that fish, I get another call. It's at peg 10, just up the way. It's another impressive capture. Ben has landed a good fish and kicks off his session with Jay.
33.15.
Did you get him, Jay?
Now that's a beautiful mirror. That two-tone coloration, and it's in such good condition. Top dangling, guys. It's a great start to the weekend, filling the air with lots of promise. And, to top it off, the sun's decided to make an appearance too. Everyone's in chill mode. Time to make those last minute adjustments and to chew the fat. But just as I think things are slowing down on the fishing front, oh, I'm very much mistaken. We're in peg 9 where Neil and Leon have had their first bite of the event. And they're not the only ones.
How big is that?
25, was it? 24 to
2. So, how do you remember Iain?
I first encountered Iain when I used to watch Thinking Tackle, and Iain was on there. I didn't know him personally then. We met at one of the trade shows, and then that was some 15 years ago. I met him through a good friend, Roy Russell, and just instantly I knew I'd become friends for life with him, and that's what we truly did. Iain was like, he was the brother that I never had. We had the same sort of wit and cheekiness, and we just got on so well. And then through Iain I met other people like Beachy, then Ash. Ash come on board, and we just all gelled as a big new group of friends. He was witty, he was funny, his smile was just infectious, and his cheekiness as well. But he never held back on what he said or his opinions, and that's the measure of a true guy.
So if you had to say to me 3 words to describe his character?
cheeky, opinionated, loveable. We told each other we loved each other, as you know, on a manly basis, and yeah, we just shared so much great times together, and I miss him. But this just backs up my point of the measure of the man, where everyone collectively has just come together, and the words being used in the industry, they've never seen anything take off with such impact like this. And I know he's up there, and he's looking down. It's probably like taking the piss out of people's unlevel rods like chemos I saw earlier, but it's just great. It's just fantastic.
Time certainly flies when you're having fun. And with 4 good fish out already, things are looking promising for the lads. The social aspect of these events is one to cherish. Catching up with friends and swapping a tale or two just puts the icing on the cake, really. Well, that's enough icing from me as I get back on duty and head over to Pig 12 to Tom and Jamie, sorry. It looks like Jamie's into a fish under the expert eye of Mr. Stokes. Parallel to the social side, this is also a tutorial, so the guys are learning as they're catching.
Feel alright?
Feels alright. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it feels big, sometimes it don't feel that big. It feels alright though.
Not behaving.
It is now. It was pretty mad when I first hooked it. Like flat bodyed me out there on the surface. It's coming now though.
Well done.
Happy days.
It's 25, 12-ish, yeah.
That's cool. Dude.
So what have you got there?
How big was it? 25? No, it's 25-12 mirror. First one we've landed, so happy days. Hopefully the first of many.
Well, I met Iain through Armorhead. I knew Tony and Jill very well at Armorhead, and Iain got a job with them as their rep, going around all the shops, and that's how I got to know him. And over the years, we've stayed friends. We've always met each other at the shows and kept in contact via phone, Facebook, and everything, like with all the companies he was with, Tracker, Shimano, yeah. And we just clicked. We got on really well, and I've helped him in the past, he's helped me in the past, but he had the same outlook on life as me. Iain actually done a lot for charities himself. He'd organise these shows with all the money, like talks, with all the money going to whichever charity it was he chose for that one. But yeah, we just clicked it really.
So how would you describe his character?
His character, I was just talking to Cath about this. His sense of humour could be very, very dry, and you wouldn't know whether he's messing about or whether he's deadly serious. But 90% of the time, I'd say he was like messing about, but he'd have you every time. We had some good giggles, like when we fished abroad together. We fished at Abbey Lakes together. It was extremely hot when we were over there. It was in the 40s. We actually took the day off of fishing and spent the whole day in the bar. But there was a few of us all in there. There was me, Ian, Beachy, Ian Russell, Barry Hearn. Trying to think who else was there. But yeah, we just spent the whole day in the bar because it was too hot to fish.
So give me 3 words to describe his character.
Kind, mischievous, and a damn good friend.
Early doors on day 2, and what a gorgeous morning it is.
The charm of the sea, everyone loves. Still the dirt of the people, the vagrants we avoid. But drifters like me, beholding a dream. Live for more than just pain, for a wandering soul.
I'm afraid breakfast will have to wait, as there's been a number of fish out this morning.
What have you got there, Dave?
This is 34 pounds and 4 ounces. Lovely common, and the rod went in my hand.
This ain't the fact. I knew it was going to be angry.
All I wanted came up a little short. All I needed, I could not.
This is the second half of my brace, £33. Lovely linear carp mirror.
Because you're jammy, innit? Just stay
Alright, Martin.
Yeah.
All I needed, I could not afford.
A quality brace from Dave. And the action doesn't stop there, as in the next pick, Mick and Lee have also got something special to show off.
If it was, I wouldn't say what that
Wow, that is a beast of a fish. 37 pounds of hard fighting mirror. Nice one.
Chug that is, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Right then, I'm heading to my next pot of call, which is on peg 4, to see Ryan and Dan, who've also had a busy morning.
I'd give it full out, but I'm a bit worried.
Go on.
So how did you meet Iain?
Well, I met Iain. I have to look at this, you know. Sorry guys, got his balls out and his bum out, so only because I did that to them. So let's go again. Have you shaved there, Maggie? I met Iain 20 plus years ago through, you're both from Stoke, through my next door neighbour. I moved into this house. My next door neighbour was having a barbecue, and I think I said it at the funeral. I did a few words at the funeral for Iain. Iain come walking in, bit of a Balstaff jacket on, his Paul Smith, come in with all the swagger. And at the time then, didn't know who he was. He wasn't fishing at the time. So we sat there drinking, talking. He turned around and says, and we kind of hit it off straight away. He says, do you want to come downtown? So, like I said before, that became a regular occurrence where I'd just town Friday night, 8 o'clock, and we'd just meet up and go from there then, really. And then we got back into fishing. I don't know how to say this, how we got back into it. We kind of like drifted off, and then I was fishing, and I'd seen him like around the local waters, and I said at the funeral, and I wouldn't say it, but I'll tell you anyway. What he did, my next door neighbour went for a breakup, and he moved in with Iain, took all his fishing stuff. Iain was thought I've had enough of this drinking and going out football fighting and whatever else he was doing on a Saturday night. So he borrowed Steve's fishing tackle. Kind of like got back into, like got the bug again from when he was a lad. And he'll tell you the story, it doesn't matter now really. So I really enjoyed this fishing. So what he did, put a pair of Steve's shoes on, took the fishing tackle up to his sister's house, kicked the back door off, phoned the police and said I've been broken into. Claimed a load of, and that's why I said on the funeral, if you've seen the words, if you watch a funeral, so I won't speak about it, but I will do. He claimed off the insurance and had a load of, and that's how he kind of kicked back into his fishing. Like that must have been 20 years ago. So from there we became friends, and I just said to, I think it was Dave Levy down the corner, when I first came on here 10 years ago, never been down to Oxford, I'll take you down. I think we're used to come down, he was doing his tutorials on St John's. So we'd said, well, let's go down the Manor, and I think we went out for lunch with Roy at the time, and I think this was the first place we came where we're together, and we're on where Dave Levy's fishing at the moment. And I said to Dave, 10 years ago we came on here, and then from there we're just a little days about, and then for the last 5-6 years we've done a lot of France trips together, so we've bits and bobs, so sorry, ramblings.
Oh, that's cool. So give me 3 words to describe his character.
To describe his loveable, yeah, mischievous. He had a bit of a naughty little, I mean, he was a 50-year-old kid. Are you with me? He'd mess about at Pascal's, like you say, I said before, come down to the bivvy mid-afternoon, nothing was happening, a bit quiet. Peachy, come on, let's go cause some mischief, and we'd be like Roger Hind or Clive, and we'd have to go round and we'd want to mess about. He'd have like we'd have a few hours where we'd just say, come on, let's have a mess about. You know what I mean? He's mischievous, but he could be stubborn as well, so no way to be stubborn. He had that little thingy about him if he'd want his own way kind of thing, and we've had fallouts on the bank, you and me, but we're just make up, are you with me? Then we've many times when he got in that mode, his fishing head on, he was very determined. It's another word, determined. He was phenomenal angler. Everything was in play. Are you with me? He's over in Pascal's, and he loved that place. And he fished so hard, and you sit there looking at the water. It was just a joy to watch, to be honest with you. Different. He was different. Somebody said to me, "Is he a good angler?" Yes, he is a good angler. Yeah. He was really good. Everything fell into place. You with me? Yeah. Watercraft, casting, bait, everything. You know what I mean? How much bait put in? Everything. All them little things come together, and he always caught. And he was a good angler. And
that's a good mate.
Good mate, really good mate. Yeah. And I said, and we got on, and I got a message on my phone, and he always said, like, I've not got a brother, but if I had a brother, I want him to be just like you. And it's hit me up. You know what I mean? We just yak about anything out away from the gym. We had days out in Manchester. He'd come down the gym. So it wasn't all about fishing. And I always said, we had a fallout a bit when he left somewhere. But he didn't really fall out. He kind of drifted off. I said, Ian, I'd be your friend if it wasn't for the fishing. Are you with me? I've bought into you. It's not I don't want nothing off you. You know what I mean? It's we've gelled, and it's hard. I mean, I've lost a good mate. Somebody could just sound off to. That people don't really see. Are you with me? He's helped me a few things in my life, and I could talk to him, and his message, and it's going to start crying a minute. It just do stuff that people without knowing. Are you with me? And then when I spoke to people afterwards, he's done so much for other people, and you think he hadn't said nothing, and he doesn't want a medal for it. He's just got off his own back and just done it. It was unbelievable. Like, you with me?
Yeah, his character that was missed.
Yes. Yeah, he'd kind of, the lad from Stoke kind of made it, and he'd looked after the local. I mean, his friends and stuff. I mean, he couldn't do anything. Like I said, he couldn't do anything manually to help you, or what he could do, he would do. Are you with me? So, it's sad. It's hit me this week, to be honest with you. I've had a bit of time on my own, and I've kind of missed the message and look at the phone, and kind of missed him this week. So, but this is amazing what everybody's turned out down here. It's phenomenal, like, and it'd be really chuffed if you could see.
Oi, that's my bed. Oh no, never mind. It's winding time as lunchtime fast approaches. Everyone's looking forward to a nice cold beer and a barbecue. Along with the wonderful guests, we're all humbled to meet a true pioneer of the Carp world. Larger than life character, Richie McDonald. How cool is that? Good food and good friends, all gathering to honour another true legend of the angling world, sadly taken away too soon. It's an incredible turnout, and one that I'm sure Tom will be very proud of.
First and foremost, I want to thank everyone here for giving up your valued time, and of course the anglers who have donated their hard-earned cash to Fish with the Stars for such a special and amazing money-raising event in memory of one truly special man, Iain Macmillan. I also want to thank Les Bowers and Ashley Pulley and Dave Beach in assisting me in pulling this together, Leon Bartrop for his social media company assisting our presence on social media, Ali Amidi for putting me in touch with Adam and James at U-Wing competitions where we could host the online facility, Tremaine at Serious Carp Socials for providing the feast today, and Dan for providing his meat.
Yes, Dan.
Of course, Chris Blunty and Roper and all at Linear Fisheries for allowing us to host this venue here. Special thanks to Simon Peter of the Corder podcast for helping to spread the word, along with Hassan at Nash, all of whom have become friends. This won't be the first or the last event. We've got further prizes to go on the U-Wing competitions page again from Alan Blair, Tracker and much more, so please keep an eye on that. There are too many people and companies to mention, but they know who they are, and I can't thank those enough for the efforts and the time they've invested in this cause. Sat with Iain while he was in the DougieMac made me so aware of how amazing these hospices are, what they provide for end-of-life peace and pain-free days so that they can be spent close to their loved ones, and in Tongi's case, us, his close friends, his mum, his daughters Jade and Natasha, and of course his true love Cathy, who's with us today. During one of our many visits, he and Cathy asked us to establish fundraising for the hospice, which we instantly acted upon. And as we stand here today, we stand at an amazing and beyond any expectation figure of £160,000 and growing. I want to thank you all and the thousands of people that donated to this amazing cause, for this amazing man we lovingly know as Ting Tong. Iain was more than just a gifted carp angler and a media presenter. He was a loving, loyal partner and best friend to Cathy, her bubs, father to his girls and a devoted son to his mum Mike. But to me, he was like the older brother I never had. All those years ago, the moment I met him, I knew within minutes we'd be friends for life, and that we truly became. And I know I speak for many others here and far wide that he had that same impact on me. His infectious, warming smile, his laugh, his giggle, his charm, his wit, without doubt his cheekiness, were his trademark, and as Chemo fondly nicknamed him, Ting Tong for his Chinese-looking eyes. He didn't hold back on his opinions and his beliefs, and that to me is the measure of a great man. And I know we will all here agree, without doubt, he was just that. Those precious moments holding hands and hugging in his final days will forever be in my heart, and I'm not afraid as a man to say that we told each other we loved each other every time we messaged and saw one another, and that goes the same with Ash and Beachy. And to carry his coffin into one of the most beautiful services I've ever experienced was truly beyond an honour, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of everyone here today and all over the angling community that Iain Ting Tong was truly respected, admired and above all loved by us all, and collectively we will ensure that his name lives forever. I truly miss him so much every day, and he will never be forgotten. And I know he's looking down on you all now, cringing on your rods not being level, the state of your tackle boxes and your mud stained ground sheets. So let's enjoy the weekend, let's reflect on him as a truly amazing man and also our own individual memories of him. So please let's raise our drinks to one truly special man, Tongi.
Time goes by. It's just a measurement refined to help us decide what mattered most inside. But you are different. You're always in my head. I thought time grows distant, but you get closer as time goes and starts again. Breathe in slow. We don't always have to know coming around. Just listen to the sound of the longings. They put in perspective what really matters. Every day that time goes and starts again. So hold on, weary heart, you will learn to love again.
Number 2, we've worked really hard for catching sod all. Oh, Ash might actually have a fish. There you go. What we saying, upper doubles on a zig.
I thought time would grow us distant, but you get closer as time goes and starts again.
Alright then, go on, just one more bite before I hit the sack. Nice one, Si.
Yeah, crackers, mate.
Yeah, all good. Lovely. Perfect.
Got some good pictures.
Yeah, that
You taking a
hat's
pic-
nice and straight.
LA. Oh, there he is.
There he
Simon
is.
was,
That
he was
doesn't
under
look right
there.
to me. That doesn't feel right.
No, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
True. Yeah.
Met Iain, believe it or not, I actually paid him to teach me how to tie a solid bag, so it was through a tutorial. So long-standing joke really. I said like all these years ago, like, it cost me like 300, I think it was 300 quid at the time for 24 hours. I learned absolutely nothing, but what I did gain was a great friendship, you know what I mean, because obviously it was like we were on a tutorial and it was just like 24 hours thing, we were Manor or somewhere, and it was just the usual tutorial sort of thing. And it was like after that, and it was like sort of phased out for 6 months, and he just like popped up. He was like sending like catch reports. Oh, this is what I've done, like, you know what I mean, since I've gone away and stuff like that. And then obviously gained after that. Just it was like a weekly thing, message sort of, how you doing, how you catching, and all this. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, do you want to come on a trip? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great, like, you know what I mean. And then the friendship just built from that really. And obviously then I met Andy first, and obviously he put me in touch with Iain, Andy Blower, and then obviously then everyone's just congregating, just made like this really tight group of people, just really good. So after that, that's where we are. That's how I met him,
Yeah.
and then obviously then it just transpired from that.
Yeah, I know. So give me 3 words to describe his character.
I can't even pick a word for him because there's that many emotions for him. He's would definitely go lovable, very sarcastic at times. He can spit his dummy out. He could spit his dummy out the pram. So when things weren't always going his way, he would always like, you know, he's just like like spit his dummy, and he's just like, and then like try and fish with him as well. Like fishing with him, we've got like a little club lake where we fish, and he's like, I'm fishing here, and he's fishing there next to me. I'm like, just a little scenario for you, quick. So he's like, oh yeah, we'll reel in for dinner now. He's like, yeah, okay. Next to it, he picks his rods up and like just cast straight over the top of you, and you're just like laughing, like, you know what I mean. So 3 words anyway, because I'm rambling. Lovable, sarcastic. I haven't got a word. Just the greatest friend that we sadly and truly miss, you know what I mean. I miss his little messages in the morning, like we always just have like a message like, or hi, I mean, remember me, or something. Just because if we haven't spoke for 24 hours, just something, just he's just a great guy. Just a great guy.
another glorious morning, and we've been pretty lucky really. Well, most of us anyway. So how did they do? Well, they did fantastic. They raised a lot of money for the charity, they caught a lot of fish for you to enjoy here, and they paid their wonderful respects to an awesome guy. Even if it was at last knockings. Surprise, we're back at peg 18 for the last fish of the competition.
There you go, me and Cath, that's our 7th fish. Takes us to just over £200, doesn't it? So
the icing on the cake by the man.
We said we needed one more, didn't we?
We did. Legend.
Brilliant event. You've been excellent company as well, mate.
Thanks, mate. It's been a good weekend away.
A stunning end to a fantastic weekend. Much love, Tong. I hope we did you proud.
The healer might come today. The healer might come and take. The healer might come and take away the pain. He might come and take it all away. The healer might bring the rain. The healer might leave you in a hurricane. Oh, but keep breathing on the pounding waves. It might come and take it all.